Hello everybody, welcome back to Same Spirit Gaming. My name is Matt.
And I'm Jordan.
And we are back with more Sonic 4.
We're back.
Very technically speaking, Sonic 4 Episode 1. There are two parts to this.
Yeah.
The crummy thing about it is they were actually, like, literally sold kind of as separate games.
Yeah, weren't they, like, pretty far apart, too?
Not necessarily, like...
Okay.
I don't think it was even, like, a year between them.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I was thinking something else.
But... yeah, anyway. In between recordings, I did go back and redo some levels just to try and get some Chaos Emeralds. Because A, they're actually a little bit tricky, and B, we haven't actually done any super characters in any of the classic Sonic so far.
Kind of funny. Yeah.
I wouldn't call this one a classic per se, but, you know, similar style.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. It's a rehash of our favorite zone from the first game. I say that sarcastically if you couldn't tell.
Yeah. Yeah. That's our favorite part.
Oh, geez, I missed all that somehow.
I was watching a video on Pirate Software, that's his name. And this game, like, and like, I get it, because I get burned out on graphics too, but he, like, started his game, released episode 1 in, like, 2015, and like, got all the support, got, like, a Kickstarter or something, and then, you know, released it in early access and stuff. And then it took him like 7 years to get the next episode out of his game. And then there's been like no updates since. And everyone's mad at him for other reasons, but
yeah,
I don't know. That's just talking about like episodes being released far apart. That's why I have tried to make games before, and I would never do the early access thing, because if I don't release it like all together, I would be so afraid I'd do something like that. Just feel like burned out. Like I want to feel like it's completely done, a complete game, and I release it. Yeah, I guess there's like other reasons people are so tempted.
Yeah, I forget exactly what, but I just remember there being some kind of controversy of some sort.
Like, I watched a 2-hour video, and like, I think it's basically just like, he's, number one, very arrogant, and number two, doesn't admit fault when he messes up. But, like, as far as I can tell, he didn't really do anything that egregious. It's just like, people are mad that he doesn't admit when he failed. Like, there was some incident in World of Warcraft where he like left his team behind to die, and it's like, okay, but I don't play World of Warcraft, so I don't know. I don't really like. Yeah, he didn't admit fault, but like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a big deal to me. I guess there's other stuff too. Anyway, we finished the stage. Usually acts are like multiple stages But in Sonic, it's like each act is...
It's... sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it's like... I just mean like in other games, the act is usually like overarching.
Yeah, it's like a broader section of the story.
Yeah.
Sonic's holding a torch.
That is new. I've not seen him hold a torch before. Or ever since, I think. Can't think of another situation like that.
And I think pretty much the only thing that this does is it allows the level to have things that'll hit you out of nowhere. I'll have frickin' Randy Orton lurking around the corner, ready to hit me with an RKO.
Do you know what happened in football? Because Thanksgiving, there's always football stuff going on.
Just like who won the games and stuff, or
yeah.
Let's see here. I'm trying to think about the different games. So the Packers beat the Lions.
Okay.
The Bengals beat the Ravens, which came as a bit of a surprise, except, you know, the Bengals' actual starting quarterback, Joe Burrow, returned, so less surprising because of that.
Okay. I have a fantasy team, I just don't know much about football.
What was the other Thursday game? Oh, yeah. Chiefs, Cowboys. Cowboys beat the Chiefs.
Ooh.
And then there was actually a game yesterday as well. And that was Eagles-Bears, and the Bears won.
And, sorry, when we say yesterday,
yeah,
Black Friday, we're
Black Friday, yeah, we're... Sorry, kind of...
Yeah. We were like, don't talk about Thanksgiving because this is getting released later. And then, yeah, that was my fault, sorry.
I mean, you talked about the Thanksgiving games, so...
Yeah, true. I should, yeah. My church has a league, so that's kind of like, well, the only reason I did it.
Yeah, I'm in a fantasy football league at work. Not doing great.
I'm doing pretty well, and the way I picked my team, I probably already said this, was I picked all J names. And so my team name is J Supremacy. I'm gonna check how I did right now. Oh, I lost. I'm 7-5. Dang.
You got a better record than me. I'm 4-8.
Oh man. Well, it is funny because like some people who really like, you know, tried to pick, they did not do well, and they like really like football. But I did get some pretty good guys. But yeah, anyway, I think
yeah, I mean, you can never really predict what's going to happen. There's so many factors that can affect each week. Like,
yeah,
you know, injuries and
exactly,
just
yeah,
the way a particular defense might play a given team.
Yeah. The Jets defense, just because of the J. But yeah, like Joe Burrow, you were saying, he was out. So whoever drafted him was
I don't know if I like this particular puzzle thing. Especially because it removes the one spot that I need to stand on before the other one.
Yeah.
And that's blocked off now anyway. I don't know. Is there a different route I can take?
You're stuck. You must complete this puzzle. I was joking, but it might actually be true.
Yeah.
Well, this seems like possibly a good time for the passage of the day while you're getting through this puzzle. So, today, for you, it's going to be close to Christmas time. And so I think last time I was in Luke, in the beginning of Luke, so this time I will continue. And I'm going to be reading part of Zechariah's song. And I will not be singing it, but this is right after John the Baptist is born to him. And he's been mute ever since the angel visited him. So now he says he was filled with the Holy Spirit and he prophesied. So this is like basically his first speaking or singing since he was mute. So this is Luke 1, 68 through 75. Side note, this is a very long chapter. So Luke 1, 68 through 75. Praise be to the Lord, the God of Israel, because he has come to his people and redeemed them. He has raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he said through his holy prophets of long ago. Salvation from our enemies and from the hand of all who hate us, to show mercy to our ancestors and to remember his holy covenant, the oath he swore to our father Abraham, to rescue us from the hand of our enemies and to enable us to serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all our days. A couple really interesting things here. Obviously, he brings up that Jesus will be from the house of David, as fulfilling those prophecies. A couple of interesting things that I've noticed when I was reading this is that it says, to rescue us from the hand of our enemies. And I think people originally thought that would mean, like, basically whoever was ruling over the nation of Israel, or the land of Israel, instead of the people of Israel. But now, looking back, we can say, oh, actually, Jesus is rescuing us from our enemies, as in sin and Satan, and more of our spiritual enemies, more than the worldly or physical ones. So, and it's not, I don't think people really understood that or expected it. And then the other thing I noticed was that it says, and to enable us to serve him without fear in holiness and righteousness before him in all our days. And so, kind of, I guess, before this in the Old Covenant, people would serve with fear because they would, they would need to sacrifice and follow all these laws, and no one can follow all these laws. And so, I mean, I can imagine that would be very scary. But when our sins are forgiven and we have the Holy Spirit, we can serve in holiness and righteousness despite our sin. And it's a new covenant, but it's a whole new way of serving and a new people of God. And they didn't even know that there would be, that like the covenant would be open to all the peoples of the world, but it's just like so different and so new that like these kind of just short lines in Zechariah's song have so much meaning. And he's prophesying. He might not have even, I mean, I don't really know how prophesying worked exactly, but I kind of feel like sometimes the prophets didn't even understand themselves what God was saying through them. I could be wrong about that, but they're kind of basically saying things for God, and like I would think they don't even understand the meaning all the time. Well, I mean, I guess obviously they don't, because they misunderstood the prophecies about Jesus too. So yeah, they don't fully understand what they're prophesying. So anyway, yeah, like he's saying all of these things, and I don't think really anybody around him understood the depth or the context. So I just found that interesting. And this is before Jesus is born too.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Chaos Emerald! You got another Chaos Emerald.
That makes 3.
Oh, yes. One other thing. Sorry, I was reading this. One other thing I forgot. So it says, salvation from our enemies in the hand of all who hate us, to show mercy to our ancestors. That is really interesting to me, because I kind of like wondered, I guess, or I didn't really know what happened to the people who came before Jesus. And this kind of points to, I mean, it's not like totally clear, but it points to them receiving mercy as well. Yeah, like to show mercy to our ancestors and to remember his holy covenant. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know exactly what that means, but it does point to all the people that came before maybe being saved too? I don't know. That would be cool, though.
Yeah, well, of course, they probably initially assumed that was, like, again, being saved from whatever, like, whoever was ruling at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because that's what the judges did. That's what happened before. They'd be ruled by somebody. God would pick one of the judges. The judge would save them. And then they had that cycle over and over.
Yeah, and you know, the Israelites spent a lot of time after having their own kingdom being ruled by still more kingdoms.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I mean, for some of the Israelites, it started with them being ruled by the Assyrians, and then the Babylonians, and then the Persians. And then, of course, eventually the Roman Empire came along.
Yeah. Did you know the Persians basically became Iran? Like Iranians. Some Iranians still consider themselves Persians. I don't quite know what the distinction is, but yeah, it's just interesting.
I wonder if that would be a little bit like, you know, some people of Native American descent still saying that, like, oh yeah, I'm Cherokee, or
yeah,
like more than they emphasize being a, you know, U.S. citizen, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, what was your thought?
Oh, do you need those air bubbles if you have that bubble?
This is just a classic type shield. This is not like an air bubble shield.
Got
So
it.
yes, I do still need those.
Yeah.
That part I always found weird. It's like, okay, you want me to lean this thing over
Oh, you're
in such a
controlling
way
it?
as to get that block to come out, but you put spikes right there.
Yeah.
So then I can't, like, actually get it to fall out the whole way?
I didn't even see the spikes. What are the spikes?
That it just might be one of the dumbest designs of any particular spot in a Sonic level.
Oh, there's the spikes. Okay. And so you are controlling this. Like this
I control the water, but I don't necessarily control Sonic within the water. I don't understand it. I mean, it's a good thing I had 50 flippin' lives going into that.
Yeah, really.
This little bit right here is my most significant gripe against Sonic 4.
It's not going down.
Okay. Needed to do just a little bit of back and forth, I guess.
There's another random video I watched. Sorry, I just like... This is what I do instead of watching TikTok, is like... And it's not like I'm intentionally avoiding TikTok or anything, but... I watch like really long stuff, and so a different video I watched was on Diablo Immortal, and like... The whales in Diablo Immortal, like, there's this... This is so weird. So there is this whole elite group of whales in Diablo Immortal. And like this guy added up how much he would have had to spend. They have a official whale Discord, like by Blizzard. That you can only get in if you've spent like it doesn't outright say this, but in order to get in, you would have to spend like $200,000, and you know, over the whole life of your account. And then you get in the whale Discord, but you're a lowly whale. Like, you're not even the high rank whales at that point. You're like, you just got into the club. You're not a high ranking official or anything. The really high ranking guys have spent up to like $400,000.
Like, what is this, Scientology?
I know, it's like absolutely insane. I don't know what these people do for a living or why you would do this. But if you're ever wondering why Diablo Immortal is surviving as long as it has, it's because they have whales like this that spend $500,000. I tried that game when it first came out, and like mechanically it was fun. Like what I mean mechanically is like gameplay wise. If you just like in a bubble, you pick a class and you play it, it feels satisfying. But when you get to, I would say not even late game, but like mid game, you start to notice, okay, like you're gonna have to spend money to actually make progress. So it's like, all right, I'm done. And it's very predatory. It's bad. And Path of Exile 2 is almost out, I think, which is a much, much, much better game. And it will be free to play. So, yeah, anyway. Diablo Immortal is crazy, and I don't know why people spend that much. Or how? I don't know. Rawr.
Hello.
Smiling. Smug look on his face.
Oh, come on. Alright, well, whatever.
People do spend money on the weirdest things. There was a Starbucks Bear Cup. Did you hear about this?
Not exactly. I know like the red cup is a thing around the holidays and whatnot, but
Look at that. I'm drinking out of it right now. And I didn't mean to get it. I just walked into a Starbucks one day and they're like, oh, hey, here's the red cup. It's the last one. It's like, okay, I didn't even know about it. Anyway, the Bear Cup, that's a different one. It's like the red cup, but it's shaped like a bear. People spent like $200 to get one on eBay, like after they were sold out.
oh,
They're not sold
eBay.
out,
Well,
but I think they were like $30 at Starbucks. But they just went so quickly.
yeah.
People wanted it for some reason. And if you wait like 1 or 2 weeks, it goes down to like $5. So, yeah. People spend money on the weirdest stuff.
Yeah. Well, I figure we're at a decent stopping point.
Yeah. If you want to hear more of Jordan's ramblings about videos he saw.
And the random things people buy. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our future uploads.
Yeah.
Leave us a comment on what random things you might want to hear our thoughts on. And whether we think they're worth buying.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll tell you how to spend your money. Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a good holiday.
Yeah, we should have one other video at least coming out before Christmas, but yes, if you don't catch that because of holiday travels and visiting people and stuff like that, Merry Christmas, everybody.
What? Hold on. You should be watching our videos before going to your family get-together. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I mean, I wouldn't argue with people doing that, but we're not going to try to guilt trip them.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
All right. I guess for now, goodbye, everybody.